Hey, what's going on, everyone? Today's the 28th of January, 2023. We're going to talk about Intel today because after it reported its earnings, the stock completely plummeted. It had dismal earnings. We shouldn't be surprised because I did a price prediction in Intel going all the way back in October of last year, October the 7th, 2022. And I was playing the weakness into the market in Intel then. And then on one day, the market in Intel just yesterday ended down 6.5%. Now, it actually came back from the massive move to the downside after the release of earnings. So I wanted to come in and show you all what do I think now. Now, we shouldn't be surprised that Intel is not performing fundamentally in terms of business revenue, in terms of expenses, in terms of how much profit they're making. We shouldn't be surprised because the chart, the price chart for Intel, I'm zooming out and showing it to you right now, has been broken the moment that price in Intel fell below this long-term trend line. Like, people need to understand that we have a lot of smart people involved in stocks. We have massive hedge funds who employ people who have top-notch GPAs, PhDs, who are doctors in other fields, and they come to the financial markets because it's cheaper and they can make more money than them actually applying their knowledge in the scientific field. They're here playing this game right alongside you and me. So they have the resources. And before they come in and actually participate in a stock, they actually have a better idea as to what's going to go on into the future. That is why I only focus in on the price chart, because once they actually deploy their strategy, once they actually come in and sell or buy a stock, the chart is recording every transaction. Of course, unless it's on a dark pool, I understand. But generally, this is what the price is in Intel. So the moment that the market in Intel broke this trend line, your thoughts should have automatically been, Intel is something's wrong with the business. Something is not right, because if Intel was doing anything fantastic, mergers, acquisitions, new technology, the market wouldn't have broken that long-term trend line. Like, this trend line has been in place in Intel since 2009. Price in Intel has traded above this trend line since 2009. And you're trying to tell me that the moment that the price of Intel broke the trend line, that nothing was wrong? Oh, a lot is wrong with the price. A lot is wrong with the business. I didn't need to listen to an earnings conference call to figure that out. The moment that I saw this occur, the dynamics of the market changed. Those individuals who are in Wall Street, who's on the inside, they told you then, hey, something's not right with Intel. And we're going to continue to see that. We're going to continue to see the thought processes of the elites, of these big institutions, because it's going to be jotted on the price chart. So now let's get back to it. Let me show you what happened into the market in Intel since my price prediction, though, because generally we have seen days to where price in Intel has gone into our price target area. Okay, now the market hasn't been drastically weak. It hasn't crashed since I did a video in October, but there were days, you guys can see it, mid-October, to where price in Intel came around $25. Now, I'm not necessarily sure where my price targets were at, so you have to go back and listen to my video, which was produced in October, to see where my price levels are at. Now, the idea is, are we still looking for price in Intel to go lower? Okay, because I'm going to change this up. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this last price prediction because it's been a while, and I want to clean it up. I want to show you a couple of more things that's on the chart that lets me know a couple of things that I want to tell you. Okay, so now let me go ahead and get rid of this. If you guys were able to get out the market around $25, good, 7.8% profit. And that didn't happen. It didn't even take that long for that to occur. Did a video in October. So I would say the 10th, 11th, 12th, and the 13th were opportunities to come in and bag that 7.8%. You even had another opportunity in December of last year. All right, let's go ahead and get rid of that. Now, let's clean this up, because there's a couple of things here that lets us know whether or not Intel is going through an consolidation phase. Like, if it's consolidating, then that could mean that the market, those insiders that I told you earlier, that they're actually accumulating the stock, or they may be selling it for another leg down. So let me show you where this consolidational range is first. This area right here, okay, in Intel is resistance, okay? So not only have we seen price in Intel break that long-term trend line going up, we are also seeing a resistance area in the market in Intel, okay? We're seeing a resistance area. Now, I really want to try to get a more accurate depiction as to where the resistance area currently lies. So I'll just do it here. Okay. So right around here, we'll hold that. Now, the next area that we're going to show is going to be around $25, okay? $25. Now, this area is where the market actually finds value, okay? This means that the buyers and the sellers both are pretty much in agreement with what the value of Intel should be, right in between $25 and $32, $31, okay? As time goes on, the market in Intel is not going to trade into these two lines into perpetuity. It's not going to be forever. One of these lines will break. As time continues to go on, how the market trades within this trading range, right? It would tell us whether or not the market is giving us strength or weakness. Okay, so like if we see the price in Intel continue to hold and hover just above $25, that will give you indication that the price is weak and that the market is going to break down. If we see the market in Intel do this and it hovers up here to the resistance line, then that means the market's going to break out. That means that buyers are aiming to move this price up. That's all you need to know. I just don't understand why people get you all to buy some expensive type of analyzer and get you all to try to buy some software or join their Patreon, and the only thing you need is to look at the price. So now let's look at this on a 3 weeks chart. Okay. Now, when you see this, looking at this on a 3 weekly chart, do you see price strong right now? Does it look bullish to you or does it look weak? Well, basically, since earnings came out and the market completely fell off of this $31 price, I would say that generally the sellers currently have it out right now. They're currently winning in the market for Intel. Here it is on the 2 weeks. Okay. Look at this on the 2 weeks chart. This prior 2 weeks was an indication that buyers were controlling the price, but in the end, price came back down. Okay, so we're not necessarily seeing a bullish market in Intel right now on the weekly chart. And then again, here it is on the 2 weekly chart. Here it is on the weekly. Price is still showing us weakness. Now, I will tell you this. Okay, this is the weekly chart right here. So let me zoom in. And when you see how much volume came in the market in Intel last week, look at all the volume that came in. And see where price closed off of that price bar? That definitely tells that buyers are coming into the market in Intel. Yeah, so as of right now, if I were to put on a prediction, what I would expect price to do is just trade within these two lines still. Like continue to trade within this consolidational range. I'm not bullish. I'm not bearish. The market is neutral. And if the market is neutral, then that tells you that there's no play here. It tells you that you have a little bit more time to come in and digest the market action on a day-to-day basis. So this last week right here is telling me that buyers are still interested in Intel. Because if there wasn't, if the buyers didn't come into the market, the price when I had closed mid-bar, it would have been down here. And if I would have saw the price on this weekly chart close down here, I would definitely be playing the weakness. I would be looking for price to continue to trend down to 26 to that $25 price target. Price support area that I have. Okay. So now, how should we play this? Well, it all depends. Because currently I see the market as mixed. I don't see a big indication that the market is massively bullish, but I definitely see more leaning to price going down in Intel. Now look at this though. Look at all of these 2-day price bars, right? This is indication, like we need to pay attention to certain levels that price is unable to break above or break below. That's why it's so important for us to look at price charts. Look at all these 2-day price bars here that the market and Intel just simply hover just slightly below $30.50. Like, why would that happen? And then we finally cratered. That because the market buyers failed to keep price up. That's the reason. So here it is on the daily time frame. Now, I'm not looking for too much. Okay, I definitely think that price is a little bit more weaker than it is given the strength right now. And for me to put on a price prediction, like it might not even be worth it, because my first target would be 27, okay, which the market already did. That's 3.5%. My second one would be here to 26.50. That's 5.5. $26 would be next. That's like 7%. Market move to the downside, because I don't think this move to the downside is over in Intel right now. Okay. So let me do this. So we know that $30.50 is resistance. So we're just going to simply see price trade within these two lines. That's my idea. And that first price target I said was around 27, but I'll do 27.30 again. Okay, 27.30. I'm sorry, I said 27. So my first target is going to be $27. My second one's going to be 26.50. Okay. And then my third target would be down here towards 25.75 is my third target. Okay. Now again, I'm not looking for a breakout. I'm not looking for a breakdown. I'm still just simply looking for the market to trade neutral in between these two lines. Now, while it's trade within these two lines, I think the greater probability of where price is headed is down from what we've seen historically off the charts. That's it. Just that simple. So we'll just keep this here. We'll come back again like I always do and show you how the market traded against my price prediction, and we'll see if I'm right or wrong. Give me your thoughts though. Make sure you maintain the profitability, and as always, trade different.